Welcome back to Smith Farm Shenanigans. Today I got another video for you on this Miata. This is going to be episode 3 in the series where I let AI pick every single part for this Miata, and then I install the parts. And then we try to measure to see if the parts make any kind of difference at all. And then the final conclusion in the whole series is going to be, did AI build a decent car for me? We're going to find out. So today it's already got the parts. I've already ordered them, it picked them, and it actually surprised me. You may notice, I can't see if you can tell on this or not, but the car is up on the ramps right now. So you may be asking yourself, what did it pick? Well, we're going to get into it now. Okay, welcome back from the intro, and here's what we got. So I asked ChatGPT last time, I said, what should my next upgrade be? I kind of assumed it was going to do this. I even hinted toward it in the episode 2 about the wheels. It said I should do a tune-up. Now, it didn't just say a tune-up, it gave me specific parts, and it gave me the reason why I should pick those parts. And I'll link that conversation over here or over here one, so you can see the conversation like I always do, me talking to AI about these parts. So what did it pick? It picked tune-up parts, and we're gonna get those right now. All right, first of all, it picked the NGK Iridium spark plugs. And why it said it did that, it said these plugs provide better fuel burning, better combustion, and also gives you a little extra power. We're going to test that. It also said I should change this here little device. This is a fuel filter, and it specifically said the Wix fuel filter because it's a high flow filter. So we're going to change that out. We're going to see. And I'm not going to do a test after each part. This is considered one episode. It's a tune-up episode, and so all these parts combined should give me a little bit better performance according to ChatGPT. Now, if your car is running top notch already, these parts may not do nothing for you. But mine's got a little bit of hesitation, and so therefore this should help me some. Next thing it said, I should get mass airflow cleaner, sensor cleaner. Now, not only did it say use this, it also said I should take the throttle body off and clean the throttle body and put a new gasket on. So I ordered a new gasket, so we're going to be doing that. It also said, there's another thing that really robs power, it's often overlooked, the PVC valve. This is it here, PCV. And so I ordered a new one. I ordered the one it told me to order, which is the Beck Arnley. That's the one I ordered because that's what it said to order. Next, it said I need a high performance wire set. This is the wire set it said to get, NGK spark plug wire set. So that's what we're going to install. Then also it said you need a high flow oil filter that will keep the oil flowing through the engine to keep the engine cooler, therefore giving you more power. So it said get this Wix oil filter, which I did. And specifically it said I should get Mobile 1, and that's what it told me, Mobile 1 10W30 full synthetic. That's what we're going to use. This is the high mileage version, 75,000 miles and over, which that really doesn't matter. It's just a couple of extra additives in there for extra wear and tear protection. So we're going to put that in there. Now, there's one thing you don't see here that it told me to get, and that was fuel injector cleaner. And I'll link that up here because that takes a while to run through. I've already put it in the car, and I've already filled the tank up for fuel, so that can be cleaning the injectors and then fueling the fuel system as we go through this test. And I'll link that up there, but it specifically told me Chevron Techron injector and fuel system cleaner. And so, like I said, I'll link that up here for you so you can see what it told me to order. All right, now we got all the parts laid out. Let's get into it. Okay, so what I like to do when I change my oil, that's the first thing. We're going to change oil first. I figure that's a good starting place. First thing I like to do, now this car hasn't run since yesterday. I like to let it sit overnight before I change the oil. I know people say warm the engine up and it lets the oil flow out better, and that's okay, but this is the way I do it. I always go ahead and take the cap off, and I also always take the dipstick off. And all that does is let you have a little bit better flow of oil through the system as you're draining it. That oil doesn't look too bad. It actually looks pretty clean. So that may be a pretty fresh oil change, but that's okay. We're going to change it anyway because I don't know what kind of oil's in it, what viscosity, or if it's full synthetic or not. So we're going to get everything set up underneath, and we'll be right back with you, and we'll go from there. Okay, I've got the oil drain plug put back in, and I've got the filter put on. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you've never done a Miata filter from the top, it's not easy. I may do it from the bottom next time and take that little pan off so I can access it easier. I tore my arm all to pieces trying to get down in there, but I got it off and on pretty quickly, but it is painful. So now we're going to put 4 quarts oil in this thing, and then we'll move on to the next thing. We'll probably do the plugs and the wires next. Next, we're going to do the plug wires and then the plugs themselves. So, let me get everything set up for that, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're back in front of the car, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and pre-gap these plugs. Now, these supposedly come pre-gapped at 0.044. That's what, at least that's what the AI tells me, 0.044. I haven't looked it up myself. Remember, we're building this car like AI tells me to build it. So we're going to check and see if these are gapped at 0.044. Now, so we can look at this plug here, and we can see that that engine actually has been running pretty good. See how that's golden brown, no black? That's actually really good. That plug's been firing really well. And that is a NGK plug too. It's a 5ES. And that plug looks really good. All right, these spark plugs torque down at 13 to 15 foot-pounds. So we'll do 14 foot-pounds. All right. 14 foot-pounds is pretty much nothing. That's why I say if you ain't very careful when you're torquing these, you'll mess your head up. Remember, there's a little crush washer on there. It's got to run down before it can seal good. That's good right there. All right. One. That's the job done. All we gotta do is put the wires on it now, and we will be finished. Let's see, I think I want to put these on first. Even these right here look a lot better. The caps look so much better than these little things. The wires are way thicker, more shielded. That means better signal. So, well, Yep, these ain't the right ones. These won't fit this car. So, AI has failed me on this one. I ordered a part number it told me, and this is the exact wrong part number. This will not fit this. It won't go in the coil pack. See the ends here? AI failed me big time. See? That's their first mistake, isn't it? If I'd been researching that, I would have made sure that fitted. That don't. So now I'm going to send these back and get the correct ones. But that's okay. Win for me, loss for day AI. Boo. AI and Amazon AI missed it on this car. That's why we have to do our own work. But I'm going to keep going because I told you I was going to let AI take control. I ordered exactly what it told me. I didn't research it or anything. I trusted it. It failed me. All right, we're going to move right along. So I consulted ChatGPT about this mistake. It said, thanks for flagging that. You're correct. Your car is the VVT, which it should have known that because it's 2002 1.8. VVT is just simply stands for variable timing. But so it did not know until after I told it, and it said, you're correct. Thanks for flagging this. You said you can replace only those 2 wires, but it still doesn't understand that even those wires I've got still will not work on the 2 plugs because this car comes with coil packs on plugs 2 and 3, I think it is, or let's see, 2 and 4. So on 2 and 4, there is a coil pack sitting on top of that plug, so those wires can't be changed. And then on cylinders 1 and 3, there's a wire running from that coil pack up to the other cylinder. But those wires even will still not work, even though ChatGPT said I could use 2 of those wires out of that kit. They will not work for the reason I told you. They have a female end when these packs have a female on them too. So you need a male end on the plug wire to go into the female end on the coil pack. ChatGPT still does not understand it. So I'll send those back, and I may order those 2 performance wires. See, that's why I told you I'm not going to veto it. I'm just going to order what it tells me to order, and I'm going to try to put it on. So that is the first mistake. This is episode 3, and that's the first mistake. Hopefully it doesn't make it anymore. I can send those back and get a refund on those. I think they were like $35, but still, that's not the big issue. The big issue is now I don't have performance wires to go with what else I'm doing. So that's still in ChatGPT. We're still going to test it. We'll keep going. Okay, next is the PVC valve. So we'll change that right quick. That should be right here. We'll change that out right quick, and we'll see if that makes any difference whatsoever. Now, it recommends cleaning the throttle body. And it said to take the throttle body off and clean everything in there good. And clean the MAF sensor. So we're going to do that. The MAF sensor is right here. And I actually hate to disturb that, but that's what we'll do. Okay, so we got this all sprayed out. The MAF sensor is cleaned out really good. I looked in there, it looks really clean now. Put that back on. Then we're going to concentrate on the throttle body here. And I'm probably going to go ahead and take it off like it suggested, and we'll see if it's dirty. And that's all there are to it. Now, This is what I'm talking about. See all that crud? Let me see if I can get it to you. Turn it where you see it. See all this crud here? That's a lot of crud, soot. You open it up, it causes two things. It causes air leaks. See, it can cause the smaller diameter of your air throttle body, which can decrease performance. And this is just a TPS, in other words, a throttle position sensor. That just tells the computer where this throttle is located. So we don't got to clean that. That's built into this shaft, but we will clean the rest of this. So I'm gonna take it out here and spray it out, try to clean it out real good. Okay, so I've got this thing cleaned out. You can see how much better it looks now. See how good and clean that is? Both sides. And if you open this up, you can look through there how good and clean it is. Now I didn't get it perfect because it's hard to without taking the butterfly out. But the main thing is, when I let this thing go, I can spray that full and the whole fluid in it. It won't even go through. And that's what you want. You want it to be pretty much airtight. Now I got you want to make sure you get these pretty tight. Don't tighten so tight you're going to bust something. But you don't want any air leaks here on this either. Same thing applies. Air leak causes unmetered air to enter the engine. In other words, the computer is not recognizing it. It doesn't know the air is getting in there. And it sends the appropriate amount of fuel for what it's reading. But it's getting too much air. It causes what we call a lean condition. You're getting too much air and not enough fuel. It's a lean condition, and that can really burn your pistons. That can do a lot, burn your valves. So make sure you tighten so there's no unmetered air to get into that engine. We're done up here. We'll roll it off the thing. I'll get right back with you. We'll jack that back wheel up, take the tire off, and then I'll get back with you. Okay. Okay. Before I do that, I got a little trivia for you. How many out there knows when you buy these cans like this? Mass airflow can cleaner, carb cleaner, a bunch of these cans, you'll notice on top of this little black cap here that comes with it, there's a little slit in there. See that slit here and here? How many of y'all know what that's for? I'm going to show you, but before I show you, think about it for a second or two. How many know what that's for? It's pretty easy. I'm going to show you. The little straw it comes with it, that clips right in that so you don't lose your straw. That's all that's for. I hope you learned something. Okay, I'm just taking the wheel off now. So, after taking this wheel off, taking this plastic shield off, I found out that the fuel filter is not there. ChatGPT missed it again. That's twice. 2 in 1 video. It's not looking good for the AI team. So, apparently, after doing some research on my own, it's on the other side, on the passenger side, not the driver's side. And I'll link that conversation. I'll show you that it plainly told me this side. So, gotta put this wheel back on, this cover back on, go around the other side, and actually go where it's at. Stay tuned. By the way, I want to show you something. If you haven't gotten you one of these kits yet, they're really cheap. It's got the tools to take those little plastic rivets off, and it's got a whole assortment of rivets. I think I'll give $19 for it on Amazon. I'll link that in the description in case anybody wants to get some of these. These things are awesome because the ones on that plastic I just took off, they broke every one of them. And now I can fix it easily. So, it's a real good little kit, cheap. Okay, so after 35-40 minutes of not being able to get this done right because the ChatGPT has totally messed me up on this one. So not only did it tell me the wrong wheel side, it's over here on the passenger side. And I got in there and looking, that filter doesn't look anything like the one I ordered. So that's 3 mistakes. It also told me to order the wrong fuel filter for this car. I told you this is going to get interesting. So now, ChatGPT has failed me 3 times on this tune-up. what's coming up next. I mean, I can't trust it to do a simple tune-up. I'm probably in big trouble. So I got to send the plug wires back. I got to send the fuel filter back. And then we'll put those two things on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video and I'll publish it. And we'll see if there's any performance gains to be had on what we've already done. Out of all those parts, I have to say this though. Tires was correct. Wheels was correct. The plugs were correct. The gasket for the throttle body was correct. Let's see what else. The PCV valve was correct. That's 5 things so far it's got correct. But in this one video, plug wires, incorrect. Fuel filter, incorrect. Which side the fuel filter went on, incorrect. That's 3 misses on this one video. And if you remember on the video that I did where I raced the AI on changing brakes on that 2016 Ford Edge. Well, in that video, I absolutely smoked AI. So right now, I would call us about 50-50. And that's only because I don't know anything about these cars. I've not worked on Miatas hardly at all, any ever. So I don't know a whole lot about them. I'm learning with you guys. And but apparently I know just as much about them as AI, who has the entire internet and all the forums, Reddit posts and everything at its disposal. And I haven't researched this thing at all. And I know just as much about it as AI. So I told you this is going to get interesting, and I dread what's coming up next. I don't know what's going to have me to do, and we're going to keep going. I told you I would do this as long as there's interest. There's been a little bit of interest so far, and as that interest picks up, I'll do more and more. And until then, I'm going to put all this back together, and we'll get some mileage put on that fuel tank, because remember I put that fuel additive in it. We'll run some of that through. Then we'll go do a 0 to 60 test, and then I'll post this video so you'll see it. Now, when I get the plug wires and I get the fuel filter put in, I will go ahead and do, I won't do a video on those to just know I'm going to change them. But I will do a 0 to 60 time. And if it's anything different than what we get on this video, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll see you on the test drive. AI. So just got done doing the test drive. We're on the way home now. 0 to 60 was the main thing. I've got a couple extra little footage for you. I'll post the numbers up here, what it ran 0 to 60. It actually ran 8.59, which is actually pretty good. That's a little bit better. If you remember from last time, it was 8.63, so it's a little faster this time. Remember, I ain't put the plug wires on or the fuel filter yet. And all the fuel injector cleaner I put through the car has not went all the way through it. I'm down to a little over half a tank. So it's supposed to rain all weekend, so I'm going to go ahead and do the test today. Otherwise, I would have waited. I think it proves that it did a tune up. How does it feel? Well, it feels, the throttle I noticed immediately, but even before the test run, I noticed that the throttle was way more crisp. I mean, you touch it and it goes now. Before it's kind of like a little small hesitation. It's not like that no more. It's very crisp. And also, I noticed that it winds faster. What I mean is the RPMs, it climbs RPMs faster. And so that's also new. So that's pretty interesting. Temperature's the same, oil pressure's the same. Temperature may be running a little bit cooler actually. Looks like it is. Just a tad, maybe 10 degrees cooler. That's not a whole lot, but that's still some. And AI did kind of get it right. It did help it run better. tune-up bit. So thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless.